It was October 1972 at the Paris Motor Show, and Porsche just unveiled the 911 Carrera RS 2.7. At the time, it was Germany's fastest production car ever and set the tone for the glorious line of RS cars that came after. It could be ordered in sport and touring packages, and in sport it is 115 kilograms lighter than the normal version. On this 50th anniversary of the car, we have the special privilege to drive one of the 200 sport versions in the world. Let's go for a drive. Carrera RS 2.7. What a dream it is to drive this car. The experience is visceral and raw, and you can tell by the amount that you sweat. There's no air conditioning, so in a hot summer day like this, you'll be sweating the whole way through, but that's part of the experience. The gear ratios are nicely spaced, so you'll be surprised this car is quite nice to use on the road, not just for the racetrack. Same goes for the engine as well. There's sufficient torque at the low and mid end, not just at the top end, so it's quite happy to pot around at the low RPMs. So there's no power steering as well. Everything feels as natural as it can be, and it's not too heavy, so it's quite usable in the city. Everything about this car is pared down, so even the door handle is just a piece of leather. And from the thin glass to the thin metal body panels, everything has been thought of for weight saving. As a result, this car is less than 1 ton. The car is small, it's agile, and feels insanely fun to drive. The interior is beautifully pared down, so there are a set of gauges just in front of the steering wheel, and your turn signal and the headlight controls. Nothing much else. There's no radio, there's no aircon, and you're just focused on driving. Now, some things about this car does feel old. One thing, there is no rear view mirror on the passenger side, so I have to turn my head to if I want to change lanes. And the second thing is the brake pedal is very, very stiff. So you got to stomp it really hard if you want the full braking power. I've driven the 997 GD3 RS before, Mark II, and I can see the lineage very clearly with this car. It's really the ultimate driver's car, and I love it so much. Happy 50th to the 911 Carrera RS 2.7.